Hello, my name is Matthew Rupp. I researched all the electricians here in Wichita and put together a spreadsheet that shows how they all compare in the important areas when it comes to ranking well on Google. So I looked at, let's see, Nave and Decker, Graph, your site, Huff, It's Electric, Tracy, Brockmeyer, and Ready. So 10 or 12 companies. Of course, the website is a starting point. Um, I don't think it's any surprise to you. I mean, your website is, let's see if it shows here who's working on pen publishing. So this one isn't WordPress. I can look real quick and see. I think they use a more kind of cookie cutter, drag and drop kind of tool. Okay, so your website is really basic. That's just one factor when it comes to, yeah, this navigation is really confusing, but okay, let's move past the website because you have a lot of stuff that's still going for you that is I'm sure you're getting some leads from your website, to be honest, because your online presence is strong in a number of areas. Your Google My Business profile is complete and verified. You have more pictures than a lot of companies, which is great. Your Google My Business profile, I mean, that's free. You're like I said, you're doing better than a lot of people. It's still definitely an opportunity. That's when someone Googles your business, they heard about you from somebody or see your truck or whatever. They look up your business and they'll see photos. So if you don't put up good ones, Google will find their own. Maybe this was okay. So I mean, this isn't bad. It's just a big opportunity, really. I mean, it's better than most people. At least your profile is claimed and it's complete. You have more pictures than a lot of companies. And unlike Brockmeyer, you're not saying you're an electrical utility company. So that's good. I would just encourage you to build it out. The team, the exterior, the interior, they're at work. You can have 15, 20 pictures in every one of these categories. I guarantee it would help you rank better. Reviews, I was really surprised about this one. I was surprised about two things. Compared to the HVAC industry here in Wichita, almost every one of those sites, it seems like, has a video on their homepage. Nobody in Wichita does. I was really surprised about that. I was really surprised how few reviews there are. You have 2 and 5 stars, which is great. Like the number one company has 4. So this is you're right there with everybody else once again, but this is a huge opportunity for one company to step out and get that up to 20, 30 reviews. Patent Termite and Pest is a company we've done some work with. They have 35 Google reviews, and we just put something in place where I mean truly that's going to start going up a lot higher than it is. Really, by the time you look at it, you get this video and look at it yourself, it might be higher. So we're excited about that. Let me get back to the spreadsheet. Backlinks. This is when other links are pointing to your site. The more links you have, the more credible that Google sees your site, the more trustworthy they consider it to be. You have 147 links pointing to your site, which is more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 10 or 11 companies. So once again, you're right there, and it's a big opportunity because with just I mean the number one company has a ton. Okay, the number two company has 300 and 216. I mean you're 50, 80 links away from being like in the top 3. I mean you're right there. So that's working for you. Just your website's really basic, and to be honest with you, I feel like it's really kind of holding you back because you're doing well in a lot of other areas. Citations, citations are that's like Manta, City Search, YP.com, YellowBook.com. So this is what's interesting. When it comes to backlinks and when it comes to citations, it's all about quality, not quantity. So this site has 300, Decker has 325 citations. You only have 185, but of the top citations, of the most important ones in the US for what you do, you have 51% of them, which is a higher percentage of the top ones than anybody else. So that's wonderful. There's still it's still 51%, not 70 or 80%. So there's still, once again, a lot of opportunity to grow. But just like a lot of these other categories, you're right there with everybody else. Number of citations, 186, 145. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're better at number of citations than like 6 or 7 of the companies. So that's great. Okay, the citations, 185, 51. Oops. Okay, the site speed. This is a huge opportunity for everybody. I mean, barely anybody is even good. Look at that. That's awful. One company is good. It's electric, and that's just on desktop. So this is 58 out of 100 on a mobile device. 45 is the 45 is the worst. Not this one, but this is a definite opportunity for you. Especially on the mobile, the 58 out of 100, that's, yeah, you're behind almost everybody in that area, except for a couple people. Okay, content is a huge one. It's a huge opportunity for every electrician here in Wichita. One company is going to step out and just crush it when it comes to content, and it's going to make a huge difference. I guarantee it. A real good frequently asked questions, or what to expect, or involved in the community, or individual bios, a good about page, a connection to Wichita. These are all going to make a big difference when somebody steps out in the content area. This is what we help our clients with. The on-page SEO, I'm going to wrap this up. It has some definite issues there. But once again, the content on your site is really basic. This is an issue. This is Google not being sure if it's Young Electric with www in front of it or not. And that can cause duplicate content issues. 301 redirect. I don't want to bore you with this. These are serious, and you have more of the W3C, HTML, and CSS errors than any other company in Wichita. These can make a big difference to your traffic and rankings and Google trusting your site. So I'd encourage Penn Publishing, whoever is working on your website, this is a big opportunity. This is wanted it, and it looks like Graph it's a real big red flag for them. And then your site is number 2. So some optimization items that need looked at, some technical items. Wow, that's impressive. 17 years and 4 months. That is longer than, oh, that makes sense. 17 years and 9 months, I made a mistake. So with the exception of Decker Electric, 5 months difference, your site, the domain name itself has been around longer than anybody else's. Well, that explains some of the citations and some of the links and some of the trust that's been built up. So the domain name has been around for a very, very long time. Really, your website, you just need I would suggest a real, it could be a real basic WordPress website. Content's going to be a real big one. Just a handful of things, and like honestly, you're going to be right there. I mean, it could be 5 times the traffic you're getting right now to your site, and number of phone calls would be. I don't doubt you're getting some calls, but I know you could be getting a lot more. Like I said, my name is Matthew Rupp. I'm right here in Wichita. My office is at 13th and Ridge. Feel free to check out my site, look at some of the case studies. You can read my story, how I got started in the business. My YouTube channel, I've given a lot of presentations, taught classes at WSU on the subjects. You can see what some of my clients have to say and some of the success that I'm helping them achieve. If you have any questions about the spreadsheet or this video, or you'd like to be the one electrician that I make number 1, please give me a shout. I'd be happy to help. Take care.